We on? And we are live! And we're live, ladies.
Yay!
We just have way too much fun here, don't we? Oh my goodness. Well, hi. Yes, I think we are. We did that last time. I did that last time. I apologize for that. Is that me? Somebody else has to vote. Okay. Welcome, ladies. We are so thrilled that you're here. My name is Michelle. I'm from Kansas City. I'm from the States. And with me, I've got two beautiful women who are from Australia. We have Jess. Jess, do you want to say hi? That's Jess.
Hello, oi. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, that's funny.
And we've got the beautiful Michelle.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm still laughing at the antics, the pre-hangout antics. We're going to have some fun today, ladies. So sit back and enjoy it. We've really been planning very hard this entire week to bring you a great training session. I hope you enjoy what we're going to share with you. We've really decided to open up quite a bit and share some great nuggets. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Absolutely. And so for those of you that, if this is the first training that you're on, actually this is our second training. We're going to be discussing some really awesome lead generation techniques that is not available to the general public. And if you were on the last training, we focused primarily on how to properly brand yourself, and we also talked about how to create a Facebook fan page to really use to promote your business. And we really also recommended using your profile to promote yourself and using your fan page to promote your business. And once again, I just want to remind you, if you're watching again, if this is the second training you're on, or if you're new, I just wanted to remind you that, you know, this is for those of you that are not at the level of success that you want to be with your business. And we aren't asking you to leave your current company by any means, but what we want to do is we want to differentiate you. We want you to become a leader in your company. And just to tell you a little bit about us, we are a group of women. We found each other online. We partnered with a training company that is teaching us many of these techniques and strategies that we're going to be teaching you, and it literally has brought our online presence to the next level. And we also are part of a network marketing company. It's in the anti-aging niche. And after applying these methods that we're going to teach you, it has literally helped us become one of the fastest growing teams in the world. And since most of you are already affiliated with a network marketing company, we're not going to try to recruit you. So we want this to remain a company-free recruitment zone. But you know, if you are interested at all in hearing more about the training company that we're affiliated with, by no means, you know, don't hesitate to get in contact with whoever invited you to this. But I think that we just want to get right to the meat and potatoes, don't we, girls? Because we want to give them value, don't we? Because that's what we promised.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what are we going to do?
You start, Michelle. You're on a roll, so keep
going.
Oh
my goodness. Okay. All right, guys. This is...
Oh, my goodness. You are definitely in for a treat, ladies. I thought we'd save this to last, but let's bring it on and have it first.
Are you sure?
Strategy. Go for it, girlfriend.
Okay. I'm gonna share my screen here. So I think, Jess, you just need to make sure that you've got the thingamajigger on me. And leave my group and go to, oh, I didn't turn off my chat. No, it's off. Okay. Do you guys see my screen, ladies?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, girls, gals. What this is something that's called, this is a search tool that's called Facebook Graph Search. Now, a lot of you do not know about this. Some of you do, and if you do, some of you do not probably know about some of the little ninja things that we're going to show you. So this is really, really golden. But let me just tell you, this is just a fraction of some of the things that we can teach you, okay? And this is something that's called Facebook Graph Search. So all you do is you just go to Facebook Graph Search. This is their own search engine per se, okay? And when you do this, you actually just do a search for Facebook Graph Search, okay? It's the first one that comes up. And when you click on that, what this is it explains to you what it is. And if you scroll down, basically Graph Search is, you can literally put, like it says in this example, people who like cycling and live in Seattle, Washington. It will literally pull up everybody that likes a certain interest, a certain age, that live in a certain area. And this is really, really awesome because you can be ultra targeted on who you're looking for to talk about your business. And if you scroll down here, right here, this would be darkened if you do not already have Graph Search. And as you can see, I already have it, so it says that I already have it, okay? And then all you do, and let me actually make my screen just a tad bit bigger. And then let me take my, show that, okay. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is you go to your profile. Now you cannot do this from your fan page. You have to do this from your actual personal profile. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an example. Let's just say, for pretend, that we're in the weight loss industry, okay? And let's say that you want to target women that are in their mid-40s that might be interested in weight loss, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say women who are not my friends, born, let's see, age, let's say over age 40. Let me just click on that first to show you what it gives me. So I just typed it right here in this little search engine part. Wait, did I say women who are my friends?
You missed out on friend. You missed out on the S, and I think that just brought up friends. So you need to change that. It's just a bit of a typo.
Who are not my friends and are older than 40. Boom. Now, by default, it's going to give me first the women. Now, look here, more than 1,000 people. That's going to be a lot. That's a lot of, so far, that's a lot of women, right? And by default, it's going to give me first the women that I have most connections with. So this lady, I have 81 mutual friends with, but I'm not friends with her, okay? But if you scroll on down, you know, you can then start reaching women that are not affiliated at all. But let's be a little bit more specific, okay? There's a feature over here, and it's called See More Filters. I'm going to click on that. And if you guys check this out, you can be ultra specific. Like, you can literally look for women that live in your area by putting in location, okay? But I'm going to choose somebody that has a certain interest. So I'm going to click Add, and I'm going to scroll down here to Other, and I'm going to say, now here in the States, you know, Suzanne Somers is really popular in the States in the weight loss industry, right? So I'm going to say women who like Suzanne Somers, right? Oh, it says there's a problem while playing. Are we having a problem? Do you guys see anything in the chat?
No, there's no messages in there.
No, everything's good, Michelle.
Okay.
Everything's great.
Okay. Okay, so if anybody's having any issues watching this, then we definitely will have this available on the replay as well. So, okay, so I'm going to put here Suzanne Somers. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to narrow this down to women who are not my friends, who are older than 40, and who like Suzanne Somers. So, ladies, this is ultra targeted. These are women. These are, I mean, we could even be more specific. If you want to find business builders, who are not your friends, who are older than 40, who like Suzanne Somers. You can also say women who like, so I'm going to go down here, I'm going to add the filter. I'm going to scroll down, and look at this, you can add another like. I'm going to add that. Women that like network marketing, right?
Hey, Michelle, sorry, can I just clarify something there?
Uh-huh.
See when you've clicked on like network marketing, which is a generic interest or general interest, is there any way to search on just the interest alone, or is it always going to be attached to a page, a Facebook page as such?
Well, let's check that out and see. I'm going to take Suzanne Somers off, who like network marketing. Let's see what that, well, if you look here, it says interest. Let's see what that gives us.
Perfect, that's spot on.
So if you look at this, these are women who like network marketing. So these are women who more than likely are entrepreneurs, right? And then we can go further and say, and like let's see if that gets us anything. Check that out. Wow, guys. Now, granted, it's fewer than 100 people, but would you not agree these are pretty ultra-targeted leads?
That is gold. Michelle Grigsby from Kansas City, that is absolute gold. Thank you for sharing, everyone.
My pleasure. So anyway, that is one big nugget, because I know that some of the women that I've connected with, actually that I've invited to this group, have asked me, how did you find me? And I said, well, I will reveal that in our training. So now
and
you
that's
know.
how we found them.
That's how you know that I more than likely found you.
There you go. There's our secret. That's how we found you. Thanks, Michelle. That's awesome. I hope those ladies really enjoyed that. That's gold. That's seriously, ladies, that's how we found you. That's what we did. And you are, so, you know, that just goes to show you the power of that Facebook search graph. Because, ladies, you have an interest with us. You have an interest in learning and training. And we connected. And it's perfect. So there you go. What Michelle's given you is absolutely golden. Now you can see the way to make laser-targeted leads in your business, and it's a free strategy. Thanks, Shell.
Do you want to keep going, Michelle, Keenan, or would you like me to go next?
I think I'm done, unless there's something else you want me to talk about.
No, Michelle Keenan, do you want to go? Or?
Oh,
sorry.
Michelle.
On the panel, it gets a bit confusing. MG and NQ.
We have the two Michelle's. You go first, Jess, and I'll do it last. So I always,
okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, I'm going to screen share with you all also. Sorry, my computer is going a tad slow. I've got a lot of different things open.
Well, I know it's well worth the wait. That's for sure.
My screen share is not. Michelle Keenan, you might have to go for a second. I can't open my screen share at all. So.
I wonder if you turn off your camera first. If you turn off your camera first, Jess, that might help.
Did you want me to go on?
Yeah, you go on. I can't actually. It's not clicking open at all. So sorry, girls.
All right. So, ladies, what I'm going to do is share with you my Facebook strategies that I use for connecting with people. Can you see my screen, girls?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, so because I wasn't quite ready, let me just go into where I'm. Okay, so this is my personal profile. Yeah, you can see that. Everyone, can you see that?
Yep, I was muted. Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries. Okay, ladies, so this is my friend requests that I've been receiving this morning. And this is what I do when I receive friend requests. Now, I've received friend requests quite regularly, and that's because I am and have been attraction marketing for a few months now, so I managed to bring in quite a few friends. Actually, I'll just show you before I do that, before I actually show you my strategy. Just before I joined Facada and started training, my friend count was really low. Now, I joined Facada just before Christmas, and I had, I think, a friend count of around about 460 or 470 friends, and I was struggling. I was struggling so bad. I couldn't understand why no one liked me. I was putting up all these wonderful pictures and posts and trying to connect, and no one was taking any notice. And I was really down in the dumps and wondering how to bring more recognition to my efforts online. So as you can see, that's climbed more than 1,000 friends in just a few months, which is really, really incredible, because at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to build up your friend base, and from your friend base, there's special ways that you can connect with them without pitching your business or without the without the hard sell. So what I do is, when I get my friend requests, I go in here and I check them out first. So I open the link in a new tab, because not everybody you want will be, I think that one there, I'll just not now, because there's no friends, and I just leave that. So this one here, Ed Hart, I open him up in I'll do 3. Oh, I'll do that guy too, Mike. Okay. So they're my 4 friends that I'm going to have a look at before I connect with them. So I look at Brian, I look here at, he is obviously a man that's interested in internet marketing, and I go scrolling down his page and just check it out a little bit. And as you can see on his page, there's nothing much personal going on. It's all business related, or maybe there's a quote there, but there's somebody that I think that I may be able to help as well. So I will respond to this friend request. So I confirm here. Okay, whoops. And then, ladies, I go here. This is called your custom list. Okay, so I'm going to add him now to another list. And you'll get a little scroll button. Now, I always add them to Facada Marketing. I have 2 Facada Marketing lists. I don't know why. I'll work that out one day. But there's another, oh, actually, I don't want him in that list. Janae and networking friends, and this one here is my most important list. That's my new lead list, and the reason why I have a new lead list is because a lot of these people do not connect. Once they like you as a friend, they never come back to you, so I go back to them. So that's what I do there. I add them to the list. So then I just cross him off, and he's connected. I'll do Ben Bella. He says here that he's working at Self-Employed, so I'll respond to that. And then add him to my list. Just very quickly for demonstration purposes, I'll just add him to Facada and to my new lead list. And we'll close him off. Ed Hart, now this is, I don't know, he's really, yeah, that guy can probably do with a lot of help. I'll respond to his friend request for sure. And because I know that, well, I feel that he may need a little bit of help, I'm going to add him to my Facada list and to my new lead list. And that's it. And as you see, you're automatically following them once you become friends. So we'll delete him. And this is my last man. And I can see that, yeah, he's probably definitely into internet marketing. He's showing Facebook. Let's have a look here. Oh, big picture. Yeah, no, I don't really know. So there's a great opportunity to connect. So I will confirm. He looks fine, not a problem. Confirm. And then I'm going to add him to my list. Now you have to just scroll down. I'm going to add him to Facada. I do this with everybody. Everybody that comes in, I do this. They go on a list. I have a list for everything that I potentially market for. They're my people. They're my peeps. So I'll just go out of that now.
Michelle, this is so priceless. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. But what I do next is I go to, I'm just going to show you ladies what I do with my lists. I go to friends and here's my list. So here's my new lead list that I only just started the other day. This is the one I wanted to show you. This is where you will connect with people that are on your list. And you can do whatever you wish from this news feed here. You can like, you can share. But a lot of these people don't have any interaction at all on their pages. So by supporting them and showing that you care, and by just working with these people, you'll find that you'll get a lot more engagement from them. They'll start to build rapport with you. You'll also, I'll just go back to one of these friends, this one here, very quickly. Confirm that one. Which one didn't I do? Oh, this one here. I'll just go into this guy here and show you what I do very quickly again. Put him on there and there, because as you can see, self-employed, he's potentially somebody that I would love to connect with. Okay, so from here you can then message them. You can always just message them if you wish, but if they don't connect with you, you can go back to your lead list, the new lead list that I have, and you can start just connecting with them. I give them a couple of days and to see if they'll connect with me, and if they don't connect, I connect with them and build rapport. They'll either get back to me or they'll just consider me as part of a friend collect on their profile. So that I use different messages. I always have my Google messages open on my Google Drive, and I just copy and paste, because at the end of the day you really are reaching out to a lot of people, or you can be reaching out to a lot of people, and they all have specific they all have different likes and different reasons for connecting. So if you tweak your messages just a little bit here and there to personalize them a little bit, but just copy and paste, it's so much easier than sitting there and keying out everything message after message. So that's basically what I do to connect and bring friends on board, and then to drive traffic to my business pages, because as you can see I have a few fan pages. I work on 4 fan pages. This is my main business page, and with that, that's what I think Jess is going to show you some strategies, but from getting them from friends, you then want to get them to your fan page. So that's one strategy that I use, and then another one very quickly is going from a group. Now I've created a couple of groups, but one of my lead generation groups is, let me see, where are we? Sorry ladies, I'm on another person's computer. Every week that I come to you, I pack up my bags and I go and sit at someone else's computer. So it is a little bit unfamiliar to me, so just bear with me.
Michelle, you're good.
You're fine.
Now, oh, good. Thank you. Now, where is my group? Here we are. This is my group, ladies. This is my group that I started. I started just after Christmas, this group, and as you can see, I have 1,222 members that have come on board and requested to come in to this group. Now, I haven't got anyone entering just yet because I cleared it out this morning, but I always monitor my posts. Now, the reason I monitor my posts is that if I've missed anybody, I message them. Now, see, he's my friend. I've messaged him. This is a great way to build up your friend list. It's a great way to connect. I always send them a message. Where is it? I have to find someone that's not my friend. Here we go. So I'll open her up in another tab and I'll go to my messages. See, here's that Facebook search graph. That's the most amazing tool ever for lead strategies. Thanks, Michelle. Let me see here. Here we go. These are the messages that I will use for the connection with the group. Awesome. Here we go. This is it. This is what I do. I just copy it. And, ooh, turn that off. And I go to Dawn. And now you've got to be careful here with these sort of people. They don't have a follow button. I genuinely do not really like to connect with anyone that doesn't have a follow button. But what you do here is you open up your messages and you... Oh, I didn't paste it. That didn't work. Okay, well what you do is you message them from there with the message that I had before. Let's see if it works. Oh. No, it's not going to work. Sorry, guys, but that's what I do. See, it just basically says that they're a member of my group. I welcome them on board. I let them know that they're allowed to post in my group freely, although I monitor it tightly. I let them know that I try and post for them at least twice a day. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make my message friendly and that I'm helping them with their advertising of their business. And then at the bottom I always put add me as a friend if you wish, as I connect with like-minded people such as yourself. Have a great day. Peace, love and happiness, Michelle. So I really try and make it a very friendly connection. And as a rule, they'll like my page because they're actually seeing that I'm helping them in their business. So that's what I do with the group. And the other thing that I wanted to share with you really, really quickly, because I know Jess has got some great nuggets, is that a way of keeping yourself from becoming Facebook unfriendly. Because with Facebook, if you build up too many friend requests, you can end up in Facebook jail. And I see quite a few people out there that post that they are in Facebook jail, but they still want you to send their friend requests to them. And it's such a bad look. It's not a very, it's not a good look to be somebody that's in Facebook jail. It's showing people that you're not really doing the right thing by Facebook and that you're not really understanding the full workings of it. So you've got to always look professional and drive your business in the best way possible. And one of them is with friends again. You go to friends and you click more. And what you do here is you see all friends. And then you go to, I think, where am I? What, recently added? Or followers? Oh, maybe I'm not, maybe they've changed it. Does anyone know where the sent button is? That's gone.
The what button, Michelle?
Normally there's a little section here for friend requests sent.
Oh, actually, let me see where that is on mine.
Yeah, I've lost it.
Well, Michelle, maybe you can also really quickly show them how you can actually send a message. You can post something on your timeline and only specify that one group to see it. Have you done that before?
Sorry, which one? Can you repeat that one again from my group?
You can, by utilizing the list, you can actually go to your Facebook wall and post something on your wall.
Okay, yep, yeah. I can do that. I can show them that for sure. You're talking about here, Michelle?
Actually, if you go to your wall, this is really powerful. If you go to your actual wall, and let's say you're going to, let's say you want to do something specific, like what I did is I actually posted an update on the Hangout for tonight, and I only wanted it to go to my...
Oh, that's right, yes, here. Yeah, I did do that, yep.
So that's really powerful.
Yep. Now, I can't remember how I did that, Michelle.
Actually, it's really... If you go post, in fact, I can step you through it. If you just go...
Okay, let's do that again. Let's do it again, because I did it late last night, and I can't remember for the life of me. But, yeah, let's do it step by step so the lovely ladies can see exactly how powerful this is.
Yeah, so just go to your wall and just say, hey, ladies, thanks for coming to the Hangout, or something like that, if you want to post that, like, actually on your... Yeah.
Yep.
And then where on the, if you go down, right next to the post button, there's a little arrow on the left of it.
Oh, yes, of course. See, I've already got it set. That's
and
exactly
that's something that's really important is if you look at if whatever your last setting was, you need to put it back. You need to put it back to public.
Back to public. That's right.
But right now,
here, this is what I was trying to find before with the custom list. This is really powerful because this is where the new lead list comes in as well. You can do friends of friends, friends, just specific people or lists. And with that, we've got the women's list, and we can also do my new lead list. There it is right there. And that's what you do. You can save the changes.
Oh, that's neat.
And that's where it'll go to all the people that I've got on my new lead list. That's really powerful. That little button there is amazing.
And Michelle, if you look at your previous post, that image that you posted, that magic is believing, if you look, if you go up just a tad, right above it, if you hover over where it says 3 hours ago, right next to that only went to your women.
Yep, that's correct.
You can change that to public.
Yeah, I didn't want. That was my pre-hangout one. I just wanted to put that out there to the ladies.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, but I found that if I actually post something and specify a specific list, the next time I post something, by default, it will go to that list.
You've got to revert it back.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is really easy to do.
Yeah. So I'm leaving it to that one there because that's our ladies list. And that's where they'll see that in their news feed.
Okay, and what's also powerful about that is that they don't have to worry about their friends seeing that.
Exactly, exactly. And that's the lovely thing about what we're showing you ladies today is by doing that technique, you will find that you're actually blocking the people that are personal friends on your page, and that because they don't want to see lots and lots of business postings or connections with people that are in your business. They want to see the personal side of you. So by changing that and using that technique, you're blocking and just holding your business to your business or your personal efforts or postings to family and friends. You're separating the two, which is really good, because then you still will always have interaction on your page. Because what happens is, if you have got a personal following of family and friends, they get sick and tired of seeing the business side of you, and in the end they forget that they don't want to interact. So the whole idea of keeping them separate is that you're going to have engagement from family and friends, which then gives you social edification with everybody who's on the business side. So there's flip sides to it. It's really quite powerful.
Awesome, Michelle.
That is so powerful. That is so powerful. Hold on.
Yeah, you've really got to keep it separate.
Sorry.
Okay, that's pretty much me done.
That was the wrong sound effect.
I know that, I've had some messages from some personal friends, and I pretty much use Facebook, mostly for business now, and I think, some of my personal friends have definitely been, a bit tired of some of my business posts perhaps, but, I keep in touch with them, and this is a way I can utilize my profile so that my prospects are seeing all my posts. So that's awesome, awesome, awesome. Now I just wanted, there was a question on the YouTube chat, and Paula was asking, why is a group better than a fan page? And there are benefits to both, but we actually went through the benefits of having a fan or a business page last week, if you want to watch the replay for that. I love groups because you can have a lot tighter engagement and communication with your members, and it depends on the way you set it up, of course, but whenever I create a group, people that enter usually have to be my friend for starters, so I'm starting to build relationships straight away with people. But a group is where I add all my value. It's like an inner circle or an in-house type setup where personally I give free training away. In one of my other groups I give free resources away that we've got access to in our training company. So it's where you basically, doesn't matter what business you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in direct sales, affiliate marketing, network marketing. The way you're going to build your business is by adding value to your prospects, and we do that through training. We do that through giving away, we can support them and help them in their business, give them away resources that we've either got access to for free or we've bought ourselves. So we do that in a variety of ways, and one of the ways I teach people that I partner with as to how to add value if they're not in the network marketing education niche is educate your prospects on whatever you're selling. So if you are in a health or beauty niche, if you are in the lingerie niche, if you're in, oh my goodness, whatever you're in direct selling, you can actually educate your prospects before they join your business venture or opportunity, and that is where you're going to get the best conversion rates for prospect to partner. So we've got heaps of little strategies that we use to give value like that, and one of them is videos, and we can maybe show you that in another training, but educate, 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 and just have a place where people can come and get uber value, and that's what will build trust and rapport quickly with your prospects. So I hope that helps, Paula. But groups are amazing, and you can do what we're doing. As long as they're your friends, the members in your groups, you can send them an invitation to a Facebook event just with one click of a button. There are so many things you can do. So perhaps we'll look at groups in another training if there's a bit of.
Definitely, Jess. The scope for your group, what you can do in your group is incredible. Like I know what I do with my groups and how I message them and how I look after them and build relationships from there. And I could keep going on and on and on about what I can do in my group and how I can draw that traffic from my group. And as you say, Jess, it's something that we can bring in later on maybe, or show them later on, because it just, the amount of leads that you can get from groups is really incredible. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep,
and also, one of the things I love about groups is that every time you post something in the status update in your group, everybody in the group gets notified.
Yeah.
Which is really powerful.
Yeah, and with the shifts and the changes in Facebook, you know, unless you've got a really high engagement on your fan page, your followers aren't getting notifications, and we utilize strategies in itself to really up the engagement on your fan page. I'm going to jump straight into my strategies that I'm sharing. So I'm going to turn my camera off.
Great. And while she's doing that, I just want to remind you, though, that there are huge advantages to also having a fan page, because a fan page, you can do specific advertising as well as embed posts into your blog. And, I mean, I did a training on that the last time. There was like 15 reasons why you should have a fan page, so don't ever discount having a fan page either.
Yeah. Perfect. Now, girls, can you see my Facebook page okay?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So the first thing I'm going to show you, last week we went over, as a marketer, what you should consider with a personal profile. I'm not going to go back over that again. But, of course, we've got our hyperlink to our business page or fan page here. And what I'm going to show you is a strategy that you can utilize to increase the number of followers and likes to your fan page in a very short amount of time. So what you have to do to utilize this strategy is basically come into your fan page from your personal persona. You really need to, obviously up here we can click on our fan page and be in there as our fan page persona, but we really need to come in as from your personal profile as yourself. See here it says you are posting, commenting, and liking as Jess Keenan, and that's exactly what I need to be doing. So I'm going to come up to the build audience like and click on invite friends. What we're doing as a group and as individuals is every single day we're generating leads for our business. So Michelle, this cracks me up. You're always, I'm not sure why, but for some reason
it's the same
Michelle,
with me.
So I'm not sure what's happening with Michelle.
That's a glitch. I don't know why. I've looked at my settings. I don't know why, but there's certain people too that when I go in and look, it's the same people. And I've tried to figure that out.
No, that's fine.
You're always up there, Michelle. I've always got you sitting there with the like button. But there's definitely a glitch.
Yeah, because I know I've liked both your pages.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So and depending on how quickly you're generating leads, you can come into here twice a day, once every 2 days, and absolutely go through your list and invite everybody that you're connected with to come and like your fan page, because you know, for months I skipped around my friends and I thought, no, you know, I won't invite them. But in the end I did, and they did increase my likes and they did engage on my fan page. But these ones that I'm inviting now, these are all people that are potential business partners and people that I'm networking with. So highly, highly suggest that you do this on a very regular basis and you know, utilize the lead generation strategies that we're teaching you to start getting friend requests rolling in. I'm not sure if anybody mentioned this, but as a marketer, we don't want to be sending friend requests out at all. Basically, we come from an attraction marketing standpoint where people are sending us the friend requests, and we use crafted scripts and conversations that come from the art of selling to engage with people and attract them to us. And we've actually got a book with over 50 scripted conversations that we can share with our prospects, and that will depend on what what their business interest is, and we've got scripts to match different businesses and niches. So that's an amazing resource that we've got, which helps a lot. Okay, so that is one strategy to get high amounts of likes to your fan page. And you know, I've had this fan page for a few months now, and I haven't been utilizing this as much as I can, and I'm going to show you another technique that you can increase the amount of followers to your fan page really quickly and easily. Before I come out of my fan page, I'm going to expand on what Michelle showed you about messaging. She showed you how she messages members of her group. You can do exactly the same with followers for your fan page, okay? So all you do is again, you've got to be in your personal persona, and you click on See Likes. Now, these are people that have liked my fan page. If you're watching, thank you very much. What I'm going to do is find somebody that I know that I possibly haven't sent a message to, just to show you here what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to send a message to this guy, Stan, and I really want to connect with him. Obviously, he's interested in online marketing, network marketing, because he's come to my page and he's liked it. So what I'm going to do here is, just like Michelle showed you, I'm going to open him up in a new tab. And you do that by either right-clicking on his name and opening a new tab, or hold the control key down and press on his name. Sorry, my computer is crazy slow. Okay, here he is here. Now I too have you can see here, he's not a friend of mine. First thing I always do, like Michelle Keenan said, is I click follow if they've got a follow button. Now quickly, before I do send him a message, I'm just going to run through and make sure that this is somebody that I want to actually build a relationship with. Because, you know, there's going to be people that try and connect with us as marketers and business people and entrepreneurs online that we might not want to actually end up connecting with. So because I'm not friends with this guy, you know, I can see only limited stuff on his profile. But when I look at the mutual friends that we've got, these are key people in our industry, okay? I know that if he's connected with Chris Blair and Jim Graham, you know, I'm going to connect with him because he obviously knows what he's talking about. So what I'm going to do here, instead of clicking the message button and messaging him, this is what will happen if I just click message, okay? Now, I'm lucky because this has come up and is going to allow me to message him. Sometimes when we're not connected with them, it will say this message will be sent to their others folder because you're not a friend of theirs. So instead of sending him a message that way, I'm going to hover over the message button, right click on it, and open the message chat in a new tab as well. And you'll see the difference here in a second. While that's opening, I'm going to grab my little script that I have prepared already. The joys of computer.
Jess,
yeah.
This is something this is a technique I was not aware of. This is way cool.
This is a great lead generation strategy. Oh. You know, sorry, Michelle.
No, I just love this. This is exciting. I'm learning as I'm watching.
Well, I mean, the thing with this strategy is that they've already cared enough about you to like and engage on your fan page. Can you see here what is different about this message chat box? Basically, this is going to show me if I've had a previous message with him without being his friend. If you just click message normally on their profile page, you actually can't see if you've messaged him before or if he's replied. However, you know, this allows me to see the fact that no, we haven't messaged each other before. And this is what my message says, okay? Just wanted to message you a big thank you for liking my fan page Online with Jess Keenan. I really appreciate the time you've taken to hop on and like and comment or share on any of my posts. And here I'm getting into his subconscious just a little bit. You know, he might not have commented or shared any of my posts, but I'm telling him I appreciate it, and you know, this is almost impressing into his subconscious again that maybe he can come back and comment on one of my posts. If we're not personally connected as friends already, please feel free to send me a friend request and also a link to your page so I can head over and like it. See, I'm not demanding things of him. I'm basically telling him how much I appreciate it and giving him a reason to connect with me, because if I can head over to his page and lift his engagement, it's a win-win situation, okay? Now, if you're in messages and you want to know how I got a space in there, because some people aren't familiar with this, all you have to do is hold your shift key down and press enter, because if I was just to press enter like a normal Word document, it's going to go straight up to the message. So there's just a little nugget.
Jess, you can also, down there in the bottom right corner, uncheck that, press enter to send.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't ever considered that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that is a great strategy to build your friends list up. Once this guy's a friend of mine, you know, I can really get to know him. It's a bit hard from my fan page just to get to know your followers. This is where your really big relationship building starts. He can reply to me, and he will. And, you know, some of them don't, but it doesn't matter, because I would say probably 3 people out of 5 connect with me, and some of those I've gone on to partner with. So it's been an amazing journey, and these are amazing techniques to use. Okay, I'm going to show you one more lead generation strategy to increase your fan page followers. Okay. Depending on what niche or whatever you're putting in, if you're not joining groups in your target market, I'm not sure if we touched on this, but it's really important to define who your target market is. For me, in the beauty and anti-aging niche, I'm looking for people that have a current interest in health, wellness, entrepreneurship, building businesses, and, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So here's a group that is in my target audience, and it's Health and Wealth Builders Group. Now, this is an awesome little nugget here. So I'm going to grab my fan page that I've only just started, and I want to increase the number of followers. So all I've done is I've copied the URL of my fan page, and I'm going to paste it in a new post in this group. Okay. And straight away you can see the cover photo that comes up. Now, I'm now going to erase that URL. I'm going to grab my little introduction about who I am and my page here. I'm going to paste that in here. So I'm just introducing myself, and I'm saying, giving an overview of my page. In return, I would love it if you private message me a link to your Facebook page, and I will help you lift your edge ranking and engagement on your page by commenting and liking your posts. Thanks so much. And once I click post here, what you'll see happen is this cover photo has a like button. So, you know, this is so powerful. This might not increase your engagement immediately, because they can actually just click like to like your fan page straight from this group here. So they might not pop in, but, you know, there is a hyperlink here straight to the group. They just can hover over the name and it will take them straight there. And, you know, another awesome strategy is to ask your fans and followers, give them a little bit of a tutorial or an information post that if they click get notifications, they will stay up to date with your new posts, and really, you know, you're going to keep drawing your prospects back to your page a lot more effortlessly if they click like get notifications. So this is unlimited. You can put this in groups. I actually use an auto poster. This is my only strategy that I use in groups, guys. I go into groups on Facebook to build relationships with people and private message people. I do not post, and actually none of us post in groups. And what you'll see is most groups have just reels of people who have absolutely, this group's a little bit different, okay? So he's giving a bit more value in here, but no one else is really engaging. You know, you can see there are no likes and comments on any of these posts. So it's not an effective strategy to post your product or business opportunity in posts, and yet a lot of people just feel that that's the only strategy that they've got access to. But, you know, pretty much all I use groups for is to put this in, and that's it. And I have this going around continuously. Well, I will have soon when I get it going. So, yeah, that's. I think with this strategy, I increased my online with Jess Keenan by about 100 likes in 4 days. So it does work.
Wow, Jess, that is amazing. I have to tell you that strategy you gave, though, about connecting from your fan page is powerful, because in our first training we talked about the importance of having a fan page, and I've got over 900 fans that I'm not friends with on Facebook. So I am so excited to use that strategy. I love it.
I know what I'll be doing. That's definitely on. I'm writing that down, and I'm putting that into place straight away. That's a really big nugget. Like, seriously, even for the ladies that have a small amount of followers on their fan page, just to even introduce yourself that way to 100 or so people that are not normally friends connected, that's a powerful, powerful tool you've got. Yeah, and another free strategy. Thanks, Jess.
Wow, that is awesome.
You are Fakada born, my love.
Well, I think that's pretty much it for today, girls. Have you girls got anything else to add?
I don't think so. I think that we have filled the hour with power. What do you think?
Power hour.
Yeah. I hope that everyone got a little bit of stuff from Bruce's computer.
Absolutely, Michelle. You did a wonderful job, and what's even more awesome is in half an hour we're going to actually be on another training, which we are going to be trained, and we're going to learn more tools and techniques on how to take our business to the next level, which is just awesome. So the training company that we're affiliated with, we actually do live trainings every day, Monday through Friday in the States, and so that's what we're going to be doing in half an hour. So that's pretty exciting.
It is, and you know what I loved the other day when we were messaging each other and it came close to training time, and you dropped a little message in the chat. Gotta go, it's training time. That's how important it is.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Well, so should we go ahead and just end this session and
say goodbye?
Awesome.
I just want to say a big thank you. If you've made this on live, we appreciate it, because, you know, we don't know how many people are watching these, but if you are, good for you, because, you know, you can implement these strategies straight away and start to get results in your business as of today or tonight. So, you know, just if you want any of us to explain any of that again, but otherwise we're going to put the replay in our groups. And, you know, thank you for being here. We appreciate that you're serious about lifting the results in your business.
And that's true. That's what it's about, though, because none of this is going to be worth a hill of beans if you don't take action, right? It's all about taking action.
Yeah. It's an action-taking thing. Thanks, girls.
Awesome.
Okay,